And we are back. We after a wonderful, wonderful Christmas break. I know the camera's kind of fuzzy. Nothing I can do about that right now. Just moving some stuff around, trying to get everything set up. But I am not quite done yet. But that is fine because I will get everything set up and working right by I don't know sometime this week. You know me, always busy and never fully with it. But yeah, we are live and we have a new sponsor. So let me go ahead and get this out for you guys because you guys might want to hear about it because it's something that I actually personally use. You know me. So let's talk about this. I hope you're protecting your health as an immune system as well as let me start over. I hope you're working on protecting your health and immune system the same way you are working to protect your 2A rights. One way to boost your immune system is Heavenly C60 products, and I actually use this. It's not part of the raid, but it's avocado oil. Avocados are like some superfood, and it's really good. They have C60 oils that are 172 times more effective against oxidative radicals than vitamin C. People who have tried Heavenly Sea feel a distinct and immediate increase in energy and endurance. This amazing product will help you protect your immune system during the flu season when we are most valuable. Lucy from Shiny in Washington recently wrote, I actually got sick in late November, and I think the main reason why I recovered so quickly and felt great again was because of taking Heavenly C60 every day for the past 3 months. Since then, my three older brothers and younger sister have started taking C62. As a personal trainer, I tried many things, but I never felt immediate results like I do with C60. Thank you for your wonderful product and customer service. In the past year, over 10,000 new customers have tried Heavenly Sea natural products and became customers for this amazing number of customers. An amazing number considering 2020 has been crazy, and it really has been. This means that people have seen the great value in their products. You should check them out too at heavenlyc60.com. I'm telling you, actually use this. Like, this is my actual personal bottle. And that's the reason why they became a sponsor, because I've actually used this. And you can use code CRUMPY to get 20% off your first order. Take care of yourself and support this small business by visiting Heavenly C60 and use code CRUMPY for your discount today. We are also sponsored by Tusk. Tusk is the only cryptocurrency made for the firearms industry. It is very, very awesome, and I definitely recommend trying them out at Tusk.network. I also have a PayPal, not PayPal. I don't know, man. I'm just so Patreon, patreon.com/John Crump. I got a great video coming out. If you go over to crumpy.com, I did a document dump from ATF on pistol braces. So after the show, if you want to head over there at crumpy.com and check it out, we can do that. You can do that. All right, let me bring my guest on now that I'm all discombobulated. He is the man with no camera. But that's cool. We'll deal with all of it. New England Shooting Gallery. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well, John. Thanks for having me on. Sorry, I got no camera and mobile right now, and situation arose. I had to take care of it. But I'm happy to be on Fireside Chats. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. So you're in New England, right?
Yep, I'm in Massachusetts, South Shore of Massachusetts. You can't tell by my accent. I don't live in Boston. I know most people that are from Mass think assume, hey, he's from Boston. No, I grew up in a cranberry bog town about an hour south of Boston.
A cranberry town. You mean like actually growing cranberries?
Yeah. Where I grew up, I live in where I grew up in South Shore, Massachusetts. It's some of the largest areas to grow cranberries, like Ocean Spray, like cranberry juice. Ocean Spray is like in the town I actually live in right now. So
Do you
I
ever
guess
go
it's the
stand?
climate.
Do you ever go stand in like the fields, cranberry fields, like you see in the commercials?
Nah. I like to fish the cranberry bogs though. Little known fact: if anyone's ever in the Northeast and you're a fisherman, try fishing the bog pond, like the cranberry bog ponds that flood the cranberry bogs. Those ponds are actually very well maintained and naturally uh, accruing like largemouth bass and stuff that freshwater fishermen go for.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I grew up fishing with my dad, and it's 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 weird because like you would think like, oh wow, it's a small pond, but yeah, no, you can get a lot of good
I think you're breaking up there a little bit, buddy.
egg
Are you,
on a
are
cranberry
you
bog pond.
there?
So yeah,
Oh,
I'm
there
there.
you go.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. My host on
Up for a little
Virginia,
bit.
my host on Virginia Reloaded, he lives in Virginia now, but he was actually originally from New England, um, from Massachusetts. Yeah, I mean, I've been up to Massachusetts a lot. I actually like it up there.
That
One of the
that's
colleges I attended.
I was sorry to interrupt. I said that's odd that you like it. Not a lot of people actually do, considering it's just so cold and it is beautiful in the fall. But if you're into like
Yeah,
gun rights, it's not.
no, but I mean, I like Boston. I like history,
Yeah,
and there
yeah.
is
We did
tons of
the.
history.
I forget what it's
You
called.
keep on breaking up, but that's fine.
Um,
Yeah.
we did the
So,
Freedom Trail in high school where you can like.
be there.
Did I lose you? Yep. Did I lose you?
Yeah, you keep on losing me. Hey, question. Tell me about this.
Yeah.
You recently did a build, like a fixed magazine build, I think you did, or a
Yes, I did.
non-featured. Dude,
Yeah, it's I'm doing two actually. I'm doing a AR pistol right now, but my first AR-15 I ever built was a 20-inch DMR style, um, off of Fixed Mag AR-15. One of the only companies other than like Darkstorm Industries, homegrown in Massachusetts. He found a way where he looked at the law because for listeners that are wondering, in Massachusetts there is a revised assault weapons ban where as of July 20th, 2016, Maura Healey, our Attorney General, decided to reinterpret an assault weapons ban that we've already been living under, which we actually had been living under the 1994 assault weapons ban still. They reinterpreted it to where you couldn't have an newly manufactured AR-15, AK-47. It was Bloody Sunday. So this manufacturer, JC Arms, decided, okay, well, as long as the magazine is fixed, it's technically a featureless. You can have a pistol grip. You can have there's other compliance stuff you have to go with, but you can have like one of the what I think it's two deadly features they call it. But no,
two
it's
deadly
my
features.
20-inch. Yeah, that's what they call it. I just call it natural, accessories that everybody can use.
But they actually call
But
it
yeah,
two
no,
deadly features.
I believe that's the wording in the state of Massachusetts. Yes, I
That's
could be
insane.
wrong. Oh yeah, listen, it makes people that are getting into firearms. I deal with it every day as a gunsmith because people come in, they want AR-15s, they want Glock 19s, and we can't even get Glock 19s in the state of Mass. So, it's trying to devolve Massachusetts state firearms law. You really need it. If you went, you could go to Harvard Law School and still not understand the firearms law in Massachusetts. There's a lot of assault weapons ban compliance deals that you have to deal with. So that's why fixed mag AR-15s are actually very popular in places like Mass, Connecticut, New York. I have to do it at work. I've had to fix mags, and do you think I feel good doing it? I really don't, but it happens from time to time.
Yeah, that sucks. Have you heard of a product called Cali Key?
Yeah, I actually got to play with one at work. This kid had one on upper that he built, and it's an interesting concept, but I don't know. It's the charging handle for it. I think is very big and bulky. The idea is good, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've never really dealt with California laws, but in my mind, the mean arms MA loader that they come out with for fixed mag firearms I think it's a better
Well,
idea.
well, what I think this is mostly to I have one. What it is, what I think the thing about it is that you can have a fully featured AR, remove the charging handle and bolt carrier, put the Cali key in there, and then it's technically a bolt action. So then you just throw the bolt carrier group and the charging handle in a drawer, and you can always switch it back to a fully functional AR. I think it's a way around the law.
Yeah, and
I mean, that's my
it's
words, not theirs. I
yeah,
want to
no,
make that clear. But yeah, I think that's what it can be used for.
yeah, and that's the thing. These things are technically look at pistol braces when you really think about it. The pistol brace was meant to help a disabled veteran, and now uh, that's why ATF wants to have so many issues with it because there are different uses of it, and the Cali Key is one of those um, products that I think really bridge the gap on one. It shows that most gun laws really are useless, but also it does strive innovation and it gets firearms like AR-15s in the hands of people that want to exercise their right, and even if they live in a banned state like California or any other, even Washington D.C., which I don't know D.C. laws, but a banned state.
Yeah, I live right outside DC. Yeah, I mean, the pistol brace thing is interesting. I just dropped a bunch of ETF documents on my website about the pistol braces. If once you get done listening to this, anybody out there gets done listening to this, you guys should go over and read through the documents. I'm not going to make any comments on the documents. I'm just going to let people read through it and decide what they mean by themselves. Because usually I put out my opinion or whatever, or put my news out, and then other people uh, report it. So what I'm trying to do every once in a while, I'm going to throw out some documents. I already have a bunch lined up with like no context and let people decide the context themselves. Because I think that's something that we really lack in the firearms industry. Instead of like researching it itself, I'm sure people will just go and you know and like take other people's opinions. But I want to get the information out there where people can have the information themselves and make their own decisions about everything. So, starting today, I threw out the first set of documents, and I got a bunch more lined up that I'm going to be throwing out over the next few weeks of documents from the ATF, documents from the FBI, other documents, and just letting people make up their own minds. So I'm still going to be writing my news stories, of course. I got a big breaking news story tomorrow that's out of Congress, but I'm not gonna spill the beans on that until
That and
tomorrow.
this is why I think, John, you are like an integral part of the community because you're doing stuff that most people don't want to talk about. They just want fluff and all. This is the best new holster on the market, and you're like, no, this is our rights. Like we need to really do our jobs and keep an eye out and protect our rights. Granted, they get trampled on more often than they should, and I can't thank you enough, man. The stuff you're doing is amazing.
Yeah,
So
it is it is really interesting. The pistol brace thing, I think it's gonna be back sooner than what we know, what people think. Um, Not that I have inside information or anything.
Yeah, wink, wink, cough, cough. Yeah,
Yeah. GWeb says that explains your post without any any text. Really, very cool concept. Right on. Yeah, because I want people to start looking at this stuff instead of I if I could, I would do it like an army of FOIA people. And one of the things I want to do on this channel, coming up probably in February, was going to be my first series, is how to do a FOIA. Um,
that's actually that's actually very smart.
yeah, and stuff like that. Kermit loves bacon says it looks like I'm going to be shopping for a blade braces. It looks like he read the documents as well. Um, but yeah, we're gonna have something within the next like 10 business days, I would guess. Swap braces. Probably see it part end of this week, beginning of next week. Uh,
Well, that's a good thing to hear.
no,
Okay.
no,
Well,
no. The story tomorrow is going to be a good story, then a bad 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 story.
you got to get some good in there just to kind of like make people feel good. We got with all the stuff going on in the world right now. Yeah, I think Glock. This is when Glock needs to come out with the Glock carbine to kind of just save face for everybody. They need to open that drawer and just release it to make everybody
Yeah,
feel like okay, our rights are getting trampled, but this is the carbine everyone's been wanting for years upon years.
yeah. Uh,
So,
Definitely.
um, but anyway, how was your Christmas though? By the way.
It was good. It was good. I'm playing a lot of VR. There's actually a really good VR thing. There's actually a really good VR thing. Hey, Joe Drag. Hey, GJ. There's actually a really good thing, and Rich is out there too, called VR Gun Club. And it's actually probably the closest to actual shooting in a VR game that I've played. Um, and it's really good. And it's saving me ammo.
Yeah, I've
Even
been
though,
wanting to get into VR. It's weird because I remember when PlayStation came out with their PlayStation, I think it's called PlayStation VR, and they had that Star Wars game where you put the headset on and you're in an X-wing and flying around. And I said from the get-go they should make like a VR Call of Duty or VR, even like for that would work for like training simulators and training firearms training. That would be a perfect way to you know, get people like kind of using the virtual reality to manipulate a slide or just manipulate a handgun or a firearm.
yeah. There was actually a company called Urban Carry that did a VR thing a few years ago. They were doing some VR training videos. It never really caught on, but the technology wasn't there back then as it is now. Now I think the technology is definitely there, 100% there. Um, yeah. Don't look at the official notification that I'm doing. Oh, look. Oh, look at this, by the way. Oh, this is all the people that they're planning on raiding because of solvent traps
Yeah,
and all these
solvent.
different states. That might be a story coming up.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I
If
don't
you saw
know.
it, I did a video on it a couple weeks ago. That's the document right there. Um, but yeah, but getting back into stuff, yeah, I don't know how to deal with the ammo shortage. I mean, I'm gonna go shooting. Uh, I am going to go shooting with uh some I don't know somebody I don't know who they are, but they are a client of our friend that wants to go shooting. So I told my friend. He asked me if I will go, and I was like, okay, I'll go. I don't know. I don't know who they are, but they wanted to go shooting
Yeah.
with me, so I'm going shooting with them. Apparently, I don't know.
Well, hey, that's good. It's the ammo shortage is getting pretty rough. Like I just filmed a video that I'll probably be releasing either Wednesday or Friday. I don't know. I usually like to make my schedule like I do my podcast on Mondays and either release a video on Wednesday or Friday. But since my podcast is resuming next Monday, I think I'm going to probably release it Wednesday on top five calibers that you can still find readily available. And some of them are kind of odd. One of them, I can understand because the guns are so expensive. Like I see 50 BMG everywhere. Like every shop I've visited has 50 BMG in stock. Palmetto State Armory still has bulk 50 BMG. Granted, yes, a Barrett is about 10 grand. You can get a Safety Harbor firearms bolt action for about, I think, under two.
Yeah, I love
There's
the Safety
certain,
Harbor firearms. I love Walter over there and those guys.
yeah, he's a wicked nice dude. He there are guns that can be affordable, but that's the thing. Like again, people are looking for guns to buy or buy because it might get banned or this reason or another. That is just one caliber that there is a lot of there's a lot of abundance of. Another one I found was uh, what was it, 20 gauge. I was surprised the amount of 20 gauge I can find. 12 gauge is still available, but not as much as 20 that I'm finding.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping to actually pick up one of those I think Rock Island Armory just brought them out. It's like the 20 gauge pump shot, and or they have 12 and 20s, but it's like the all-purpose shotgun. I know our buddy Clovertech did a review on it, and we had one come through the shop I worked at, and I handled it, and I was like, wow, it's in 20 gauge, and like the action's pretty smooth on it for what that gun is. It's very very smooth, and I like that. I'm not a big shotgun guy, but I can tell like, oh wow, this is actually made very good quality.
yeah,
So, um,
yeah.
another
Yeah. I uploaded a document to Scribe, and somebody's like, "I guess you're making money off Scribe." I'm like, "No, I'm not making money off Scribe."
oh, don't you
But
love
it's
that?
letting me embed. Oh man, people are idiots. Sorry.
I, I love it. It's a riot that people have to give their opinion. I've been going through with my comments and stuff like that. I'm getting a lot of like weird comments, and people decide to just like give their opinion. And I looked at one where this guy gave like a Harry Potter novel of how everything I did was wrong on a Savage Mark II I have, and I was just like, all right, well these are my discrepancies with it, and I was surprised at how well it went over though. I was like, oh thanks man, like, share, and subscribe, and he actually did it. He actually I got a notification that whatever his name is on YouTube subscribed. I'm like, that's a win-win.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. People always like, oh, there you are.
Yeah, there's my face. I had to drive my wife to the doctor's. She's doesn't have COVID. Doesn't she?
I was
Just
about to
gets
say,
she. Yeah, she has bad asthma. So every year about this time she gets like bronchitis or pneumonia. And she was like, I need to go to the doctor's. I'm like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. It's completely fine. You need to get your prednisone, whatever, to clear the infection out. I've luckily, you know, all knock on wood, haven't been getting any issues this year other than my knee injury, but I've been lucky, very very lucky. I've had one COVID scare, that's about it, and I tested negative, so I was happy once they came in. It's more of like I'm not afraid to get it if I get it, like whatever. It's a nine. If you want to get into that conversation, we can, but it's very simple. It's very easy to recover from, and I just don't want to miss time on work. That's how I am. I don't want to miss out on work.
yeah. Talking about COVID, I see Flying Rich out there. He just had a COVID thing.
Yeah. Key, Flying Rich, what's up, brother? I don't have the chat right in front of me. I think okay, here I do. It's weird. Like this time around, I know at least in my area, I know a lot of people that have gotten it. So it's not denying it. It's just I think the numbers are inflated a little bit. Like this time around, I know a lot of people are actually getting it more. But my whole thing is, I if I'm at the point if I get it, I get it. From what I hear, it's not so bad unless I have, like, say, if I had a cardiac issue, yeah, that would be a lot more severe. Like my father, he actually has a part of his lung removed from COPD and emphysema, and he has to be a lot more cautious. And I get that. I just moved him down. I'm going down to see him in March. So like the month of February, I'm consider myself an introvert. Like I go to work, go home. I don't really go out that much. I'm gonna be a hermit, not leaving my house. I'll wear a hazmat suit because I haven't seen him in a couple months. I'm really excited to see him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, COVID can be bad if you have pre-existing conditions. I had the test. I didn't think the test was that bad. People were scaring me. I just had to run of the mill flu. Uh, yeah,
Now, how many
I
times have you been tested?
once.
Yeah, I've had to get it 3 times. Once I got it when I got back because I moved my dad down to Florida and I was just being cool with my job and they just said just get a test. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll get a rapid test. And like I just called and like, yeah, you're all set. The next scare I had, I couldn't get a rapid test to save my life, and then I finally got a test. So, um, but I've only 2 or 3, 2 or 3. It's not that
Yeah,
bad. It's like it's a regular, it's a flu test. I've had the flu test before.
yeah. Let me show you something really quick.
All right.
I'll show everyone else this. So I just want to show everyone how ridiculous the ATF is. All right, this what I'm about to show you is the reason why I didn't like put any comments on that is I want people to read the documents that I post on my website and decide for themselves, just to get people used to doing that. But this is a document ATF. These are confiscations, and some of the I have no idea how they like value this stuff. Like this 6-hour P320 pistol right here, right? Look at what they valued it at.
Oh my gosh. What? $100? Even at a so say if like you bring that in to sell to a shop.
Yeah,
Those MSRP for like I think six. Right now they're incredibly hard to get, but they're like God. We're gonna ballpark 550. So even if you resell that to a shop, they obviously they're gonna make their money on it, and you're not gonna. It's like it devalues once you drive it off the lot, things like that. But you're still any shop would give someone right now MSRP because you can't get them. But before all this, you could probably get that for 350 at a shop. Sell it, you get money for it.
how about this one? Smith and Wesson 1911 SC pistol, $100.
And that's like a $1,100 gun. That's rich. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's like that is the same value as a sky. It's ridiculous.
Oh man, if you ever told a Smith and Wesson rep that, they would give you the stank eye.
Yeah, I've just been looking through this, and the rounds are ridiculous. Like they value if the ETF confiscates like they figure 9 millimeters 10 cents a round. They figure 45 is 5 cents a round. Don't know how they do that.
That is that's cute. Um, yeah. Uh, I'm at loss for words on that one. I don't want
See, I don't understand how they do it because if you look at this LCP pistol right here, they value at $300. I can get that for 200 all day.
Exactly. I'm surprised they don't have like a flat rate where it's like any pistol is 300, any rifle is 5, and then a shotgun is 4. That I can understand if they did like a flat rate like that, but
I I think it's left up to the actual field office, because some of these field offices values are crazy cheap, and some are like really expensive.
yeah,
So like you saw that like $100 for a 1911, but earlier on there is uh a Glock 19 that they valued at like $700.
yeah, that's got to be from different field offices because some
Yeah,
people in those field offices probably are gun people. Like, yeah, there are probably people at the ATF that are anti-gun, but also there's probably a lot of pro-gun guys there that just are there. They're doing their job. They're not trying to. They probably. I bet there's some people at the ATF that don't agree with what's going on right now. So there are
I
people in
know
those
that.
field offices. Yeah, exactly. So
How do you think I get all this information?
well, John, I think you get this information certain ways, and I don't. I'm not going to
Yeah.
divulge your sources, but
No,
I
I'm
have my
saying
own theory. But that's the next episode.
here's a high point. 45.90, like $400.
I
Man.
paid less than that brand new for mine.
Yeah, so I don't understand. Some of the values are just all over the place.
That's crazy. Now this is Eastern Michigan District. So okay, so Eastern Michigan. That's if my geography is correct. That's not Detroit, I believe. So that's probably a gun-friendly state. Let's see if there's anything to.
Yeah, here's Western Michigan. For
So
the
okay,
people
looks like
listening on the audio only podcast, we are going through and we are uh, uh okay, somebody's wife is cheating on them and they set their fist on fire or whatever. We're going through, we're looking at these documents of confiscations that have been done on firearms and looking at the different values. Like, okay, so we saw low, we saw high, and now we're over here and we're back to low again. Where
yeah.
I think $100 has to be the cheapest they can do for a gun because this is a SKS $100, Winchester 1200 shotgun $100. If a
Honestly, I had a
$100.
Winchester. I had a Winchester 12 gauge, the Winchester 1400. No, I think no Winchester 1300, which is the pump. That I believe is the pump, and that came across the bench when I first started at the shop I work at, and those things are pretty nice. The actions on them are smooth. Like, I wish they weren't. I wish they were more like abundant. Um, I don't know. Those Winchesters are pretty nice. I'm like becoming like a semi-auto shotgun guy. Like I've never have been a big shotgun guy. For some reason, I'm really getting into semi-auto shotguns.
Since I had my shoulder rebuilt, what's up, Ryder? He just got the alert. I haven't been able to shoot shock 12 gauges. I have a 410 that I love. 410 side loader from Henry,
Ooh,
magnificent
that's sexy.
with the brass receiver.
That is that sexy. Now, what did you get in your shoulder? Your rotator cuff or full shoulder?
Full shoulder.
Oh, damn, yeah,
So like
yeah.
12 gauges.
Yeah, that they're not
But
gonna
like,
like 12 gauges.
yeah, look at this. Northern District, Ohio. Glock 26, $99. Glock 21, $99.
Can I like have some? Because like $99 for a Glock 26 in Massachusetts climate. Oh my God, you would think that's a
Anywhere.
stolen gun.
Well, these probably
Yeah,
are.
yeah. That is true. It's crazy because I hear people like, oh yeah, I can buy a Glock 26 for like $500. I'm like, Glock 26 in Mass is going for like 850 right now. Because again, they're not technically on the compliant roster, and dealers can't sell them to non-LEOs. So if you get like I have a Glock 19, what I had to do is how they consider it is you can buy the frame. It's not considered a completed gun, but it's still a serialized, controlled firearm because it's the frame. So you do the 44-73 in the frame, and you build it off from there. That's how I have my 19, and still it cost me about $400, $450.
Oh wow, this
Yeah.
makes me cry.
What is it? Heckler Koch
EP9,
VP9.
$200.
Oh my God! Wow, that is amazing. I think this shows too that the ATF literally does not. They don't have a clue. They're not
It,
tapped in.
like I said, it depends. It depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Oh, check this out. Someone was doing something. Pennsylvania ATF seized $30,000. This is all from one person. So they seized $150,000 for someone. Huh.
Nice. Well, not
That's
nice, but this is crazy. I'd love to
it's
see like one if you get a place from like New Hampshire or something like that, and then or if you go to like New Hampshire, then go down to Florida, over to like Washington State, and like all like would that change the
it does.
scale? Yeah.
Well, for example, if you look at remember the SKS we just looked at,
Yep.
that they're like $100. Here's one that they value. Here's one this filled office values SKS is at 800.
Yeah. So that's probably a field agent that is a
Knows what
gun
they're
guy
talking
and
about.
yeah, it knows what they're talking about. That's
Here,
insane.
Marlin firearm, 22 caliber, $25.
I mean, it's probably a Marlin Model 60, so even at a used price, it's not that much. Even if I can see that is kind of on the scale that's not that surprising, but
Yeah,
still.
it seems like they charge. They value 223 at like a flat rate at like 10 cents a round.
Oh my God! I wish we could get 223 for 10 cents a round. I would buy pallets.
I think they value all ammunition at 10 cents a round because like 186 rounds of 1860. So
Wow.
also like the 22s, they're showing at 10 cents a round. And here's the LCP pistol. We saw one for 300. Now we're seeing one at 100, and it's a different field office.
Yeah, it's in Tennessee, so yeah, it's the irregularities. But then again, I don't think the ATF is really concerned about that. They're not. They're
Then
not concerned about the.
here's a Smith and Wesson SW40 VE pistol, and they value that at 500, which isn't crazy high.
SWB. So that's a Sigma, which
Yeah,
are
it's a
usually
Sigma.
300. Yeah,
Yeah,
so Sigmas
300,
I think are they
around
don't well
300.
they make the they're around 300 because they make the SD VEs now. They got rid of the original SW Sigmas, so yeah, that's way over brand new pricing. So that's odd. That's odd. Now
Yeah,
let
it's,
me.
it's
I'd love to hear
overrated.
your opinion on this, John. What do you think about that agent that wrote the book Wrath of? I know he was on Hank Strange's show. What was his name? He wrote a
Vincent.
book. Yes.
Yeah,
What's your take on him?
I actually didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
I've
So
been
we're
meaning to
gonna
get back
like
to
act like.
watching it. I just haven't watched it. Hank
Well, he wrote a
story.
book on how like his dealings with the ATF and stuff like that. And on the show, he was talking about how listen, there are guys they're not interested in gun shops. They're interested in catching bad guys. But at the same time, you see a former ATF agent that has a discrepancy with the ATF. Now he's at the point where he's even saying, listen, ATF guys aren't doing this, but then you see what the ATF is doing with pistol braces and these seizures and all that. What like
Oh,
you,
I think the issue is that there is a component of the ATF that is law enforcement based, and they are interested in catching bad guys. But there is also another component of the ATF that is overstepping their boundaries when it comes to like regulations and stuff like that. So I think there is. a bit of truth to it, what he says, but I don't think that that's really encompasses the whole ATF.
Yeah, that's kind of my take on it. Definitely my take on it. Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
like
I'm still gonna build my fixed mag AR pistols. So I literally like I'm trying to get an upper, and then I gotta build the upper, and I have a company that's gonna help me a little bit on getting components, and I just to give them a shout out in the video and be able to get most of everything except the rail and charging and the muzzle brake and those are the components I gotta get. So the the pistol build's gonna be pretty fun.
yeah, I'm being told that people are making videos on the documents I blasted out. So go check out those videos. I'm not going to make a video on the documents. I have other stuff to worry about.
Now, what do you have plans for this year? Now, you're gonna start other than obviously doing these call to action. You're gonna do it any more like I know you did some stuff with man. Are you hoping to plan on doing any more videos like product based?
What's that?
Are you looking to do? Are you think you're gonna do any videos this year that are like product based and like not just all these call to actions and stuff? Or
Uh, you said product based. Uh,
yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
do
like
a
product
yeah.
firearm product reviews.
Probably not too many reviews. I'm gonna be mostly just getting out information, teaching people how to do folios, stuff like that. Some investigative journalist tactics, but then also I'm gonna be going over like breaking news stuff. Like I'm sitting on a bunch of big news stories that I'm gonna break. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna do one that's going to the Congress is there's something coming out of Congress soon that I'm probably would do a video on tomorrow or maybe Friday, depending on between tomorrow and Friday when it drops because it's not public knowledge yet. Um,
Well, I'm
uh,
excited for it because
yes,
we
I
need
got
to
the
get the
word.
information out.
Well, a couple congressmen I spoke to today told me about it, and like a couple senators. So, but I promised not to steal their thunder.
Yeah, well,
So
sometimes you just gotta do that. If you gotta stay a little bit of thunder, man, it goes a long way. I was like following this whole like January 6th thing. How I don't know. I was kind of keeping up with it today and just getting my general like, okay, how do you think it's gonna go down? And I told myself at the beginning of the year, listen, I'm just praying for the worst, and I'm gonna keep doing me, making great content, and just sucking up when I can. And obviously, yeah, we have to worry about it. We have to stay vigilant, but it gets to the point where there's so much stuff going on in our country that we don't know if this election is this, our incoming president, VP are this. How about let's get more education out to the country? Let's get new gun owners more educated so we can prevent this in the future. So we get gun owners that are informed, and it's easier said than done because more people rather just kind of sit and let people handle their gun rights, and not a lot of them will take the time to send emails out, and it's difficult, especially in states where, like, for instance, I got Elizabeth Warren as my senator, so I've sent her emails, and she does not care about any pro gun legislation, and you get states that have senators and governors like that, and it is kind of demoralizing. But you still got to send them. How many times are you gonna have to send that email or might actually sick?
yeah, the whole battle it can be exhausting, and a lot of people get tired of fighting and fighting and fighting, and sick, and that's why I use C60 products to stay healthy. No, Actually,
Shameless plug.
no, this is not a shameless plug. If you can look, I've actually used this, and it has like a bunch of antioxidants and stuff in there. It does make me feel good. I don't know if that's in my mind or if it's actually working, but I don't like avocados, and this actually doesn't taste bad.
Well, that ain't bad. Now,
It,
like
it, ta-
you spray it in
it,
like your tongue, right?
yeah, you take a couple drops. It's like condensed avocado stuff. Um, so it's like a concentrate. So I hate avocados, but they're really good for you. So I use that to get all the
Mm.
vitamins from avocados.
I've been
Because
really into
I used to
airborne
think
recently.
with that.
I've been really into the airborne vitamin D gummies. I've been eating those like candy. That's as much as the vitamins that I've been. I think it's been
Yeah,
working because I haven't gotten sick.
vitamin C. This is supposed to be like a lot more effective than vitamin C, and so I've been drinking a lot. I usually drink a lot of vitamin C, but yeah, this is supposed to have like a lot more antioxidants or whatever. I don't know the stuff, but it's supposed to be a lot better than like vitamin C. It's supposed to get like the same benefits, but at at a much lesser dose than you need. It's like 180% more effective. So I mean, it makes me feel better, but maybe it's in my head. I don't know, but it is. And you can get 20%
That's how I
off
feel like.
code Crumpy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
on it.
Make sure you use the discount
I'm
code.
honest. I can say, yeah, it's making me feel better. Can't say for sure. But yeah, use code Crumpy at heavenlynaturalproducts.com. You can pick up your avocado stuff for 20% off. And it's like pure avocado concentrate. If you don't know,
Nice.
guys, any sponsors that I have, I actually use their stuff. And when I was talking to these guys, I was like,
I would
"Hey,
like to.
you're not going to make me say that it cures COVID." They're like, "No, no, we don't want you say anything that's not true." I said, "All right, we're a vitamin. It's a vitamin product. It's not cure. It's not going to prevent you from getting
That's
COVID."
something. That's something I'd like to get. Hopefully, yeah, you don't get COVID. That's something I'd like to actually do this year for the channel. Is like get the podcast sponsored by something. I don't know. I have to figure it out. But that's one of my goals. My main goal for this year is I want to break 1,000 subs, and I got first Sharper giveaway coming. I'm really excited for. Thank you again for helping. But it's just crazy. I'm looking forward to this year, man. I'm really trying to do my best to just crush it with all different either content ideas or just getting the chance to talk. I don't know. Did you get up for the last for the Gundies?
What was that?
Were you in the top 4 of the most influential male of the year in the Gundies?
I wasn't contacted, so I guess not.
Yeah, I wasn't contacted either. I was sad. I was very sad, but I had fun promoting myself. Hey, everyone was getting on the bandwagon and promoting, uh, and that's what I think we all needed. We all needed to try and promote us. Granted, it's gonna be what it's gonna be with certain creators. I had a lot of fun doing it. I hope I think next year, no matter what, if they do the same thing where like we go drive tanks and stuff like that, I might just go regardless.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool about that stuff. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know. When did they say they were going to notify people that they're going to be in the top 4?
I don't know. That's the thing. I know Jared from Guns and Gadgets. He said something in the video that he's in the top 4 of Breakout Creator of the Year. I was in that one, and I didn't get contacted, but I know he already got contacted. I guess I don't know. Some of the creators I haven't really heard because I know Mr. Big Kid. He has a great channel. Does like barbecuing and smoking, like smoking meat and stuff like that. And does a lot of other great gun content. He was in one of the categories, and now he said he didn't get picked, but he's still going. So I don't know. I know the humble marksman's going. I don't know if he got picked, but so people have been reached out.
Yeah. You got the whole itinerary where they sent you the itinerary and everything, right?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna pay for my own flight down there. And
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I'm gonna go to drive tanks this fall, though. I think,
Oh, that's cool.
or this spring or whatever. They invited me down.
Oh, that's cool, man. I talked to one of them. I was gonna have him on the podcast, but it didn't work out. And so the last show of the year, I was like, all right, so I rather whatever. We're just gonna do this, and we'll reschedule. I'll probably have him on next year at some point. That's another thing. I'm already like scheduling people out for my podcast, and I'm just getting ready for 2021, man. Last year it was eye opening, and I'm just ready for this year. I'm hoping we have like a convention or something to where whether it be NRAM, I doubt Shot Show will happen. Like I'd like for some type of industry thing to happen. So I'd like to. That's my plan this year. To go to one,
Yeah,
and
too bad shots canceled this year. It kind of sucks.
yeah. Well, didn't they? Did they already cancel Iwa already?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know if they canceled that yet, but at least they're having it. I know because I was talking with Izzy, the editor over at the network. He said that at least they're doing NRAM in Houston this year. Houston or Dallas, either or.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get in on I know I just don't know if I want to go or not.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, then again, Houston's a hike, especially like for you. It's going to be a little bit easier. Like me, I'm like Houston is probably it's a 3.5 hour flight from Boston to Orlando. So I'm guessing from Boston or Rhode Island, whatever airport I want to go out of. That's going to be 6 7 hour flight just getting into Houston. Uh, that's a long travel, especially for guys that are on the Northeast. I wish they had like a well, they did Indy, which is even harder, and then they did Orlando once, and they're probably never going to do that again for it was Shot Show, and I think they did Atlanta was the farthest they came back here. But
yeah.
um, yeah, I also I have to say I'm pretty excited. Have you had any experience with Ruger American rifles?
Yes, I have actually. I actually did I shot one 1,000 yards actually.
Ooh,
So yeah,
nice.
and I'll
I
be
just
shooting
couldn't.
one again in a couple weeks, I think.
Oh hell yeah! I just picked one up over that was like my Christmas present to myself. I got one in 5.56, and I'm like all excited about it. I gotta get glass for it. That's the only thing I'm trying to debate on what I want to do for glass. Because where I am, I can only go the farthest I go is 200 yards, and I'm deciding what type of glass do I want for it. I gotta get a muzzle brake because it's a threaded muzzle, so I can't have a threaded barrel. I have to put some type of muzzle brake on it. So I'm in between that. But
Yeah,
I'm excited. I've always wanted one. I had that was my first bolt action I ever bought was a 30-06, and that thing kicked like a damn mule because it's such a light gun, and you put like a 220 grain pill in there, and it just hurts so bad. And I was just like, I'm done. I'm getting rid of this.
yeah, I got it.
um, how are you doing with the ammo though? Is it getting? I don't know how it is down
It's
there with.
getting low for me. It's getting very low. I'll be honest. Um, uh, I'll be very honest. Um, it's getting low. I'm to the point where I'm starting to cut back shooting a lot. I've been using my Blackbeard system a lot, which I don't know if you know what a Blackbeard system is.
Yep.
Yeah, if you don't
I've
know,
heard.
it's a thing from Mantis X Mantis that you insert into your AR, and it auto resets the trigger. It's a really cool device, and I use mine a lot. Actually, I got it like standing like 2 feet away from me in the studio, like because in the studio earlier, it came down. I started like dry firing my AR that I have here, but then I laid down in one of the recliners I have here in the studio because yes, I have a little studio because I need to get away from the family to write because I have kids. So I do my writing here, filming here, mostly writing. But then I lay down in a recliner and fell asleep. That's how I was
That
literally
happened to
late. I
me.
was going to sleep, and I woke up and like, ah,
That happened to me. I was supposed to do. I was filming a. I was gonna film a Smoke a Millennial video, which is my B channel. It's all my cigar reviews and stuff like that. We got out of the doctor's office, and wouldn't you know it, I'm in my mobile office. My car is my mobile command center where I do my social media. I film all my cigar reviews and stuff like that. And I completely forgot the memory card, so I was like, all right, whatever. So I did whatever. I had a cigar, relaxed, did some social media, went live on Instagram. I got home and I was just like, man. I laid down and I just got one of those My Pillows and I love it. And I fell asleep.
yeah. My pillows are awesome. It's a good guy too, man. You know, he was a crackhead, a homeless crackhead.
Yeah, I never knew that. I was surprised because, like, you would think like he is like one step below. What's his name? Bill is it Bill Mays with the uh, Kablam type deal. I don't know whatever his name is. He was one of those infomercials, and like I was surprised, and the fact that he had like a massive addiction, and
Oh,
now
Billy
he
May.
just yeah, Billy Mays. That's his name. Yeah,
He's dead, man. He overdosed.
yeah, he's dead. But the My Pillow guy, I was amazed that he was like a crack addict and literally just now he sells pillows and he's like a gazillionaire.
He's a billionaire. Turned it around because of a freaking pillow. All right,
Yeah,
man.
and
I gotta get out of here. I gotta call my lawyer back. Yes, I call my lawyer like every day. I've already talked to him like 4 times today.
big flex.
No, not a big flex. No, I
Well,
just
no,
want to get sued by
hey,
anyone.
it's all good, brother. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to protect yourself in every way possible.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But yep. So let me let you go, and I want to thank everyone out there from watching. Find me up crumpy.com. Remember, Naturally Heavenly Products, which is up there. Use code 20 Crumpy for 20% off. Test.network. Buy yourself some Test coin and help support a cryptocurrency that's going to save us all from when credit cards cut us off. All right. And crumbly.com for all my stuff. Go check out the new thing I just dropped today. And Kermit Loves Bacon. I have a idea for it. Hit me up. Uh, Hit
Nice.
me up, Kermit Loves Bacon. I might be able to, depending on what it is, I might be able to help you out there. All right. Well, I'm going to give you the final word, man. Go ahead.
Well, John, thank you for having me on. I know we've been trying to get on. We've been trying to get together on the show for a while, and I had a fun time. I appreciate you bearing with me being on a mobile phone. But everybody, thank you for
Yeah,
listening
I
in.
did your show.
Well, yeah, you did my show. You're always welcome back. We gotta get you back on the show. Definitely check me out, Shooting Gallery New England on YouTube, Full 30, Parlor, Instagram, all that good stuff. We're having a 500 subscriber giveaway where we're giving away actually a copy of Speaking with Giants and something else I got to work out with this week. But almost there, and
There it is.
definitely make sure you check us out, man.
For your 500 person giveaway, you can also give away one of these if you want.
What is the?
An X-Tech Speed Loader Mag.
I'll have to pick one up.
No,
I'll
no,
check it out.
whoever's your when you do your 500 subscriber giveaway.
Okay. Oh, thank you so
I'll
much.
throw
You're
that
such a
in.
nice person. You're
There
such a
you go.
nice person, John. Thank you.
All
Um,
right. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead, man. You finish the
Your
show off,
channel.
brother.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah. Go
yeah,
ahead.
Shooting Gallery New England on YouTube, youtube.com /Shooting Gallery NE. Subscribe,
All right.
like, share, comment.
Yeah, we're gonna have an update from the great state of Maryland tomorrow, and then not tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, I think it is. And then on Thursday, we're gonna have a Canadian gun rights activist that's gonna be talking about fighting for gun rights in Canada. I think that's gonna be very interesting.
Oh, that I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, I can't wait. I think it's be really interesting. If you notice, the thumbnails have all changed and everything else. So I will see you guys later. And for me, this is it. Have a good day. Look out for my articles coming out tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know when they come out. They're coming out tomorrow, maybe. One. And I'll see you later. And remember, keep an eye on the news. There's a big bill coming up that will be introduced tomorrow. Hint, hint.